Welcome, ladies, to the Real Estate Investor Show, providing inspiration, strategies, and insight to empower women investors to live balanced and financially free lives. Now, here are your co-hosts, Liz and Andresa.
Welcome back, ladies. This is Liz.
And this is Andresa.
Welcome back to our mini-sode edition of the Real Estate Investor Show, where every week we share something coming up for us, something that we can teach you something about investing, self-care, business, all of things above. And we do that in 10 minutes or less, right, Andresa?
We tried. We do our best. And in those mini-sodes, you get to know a little bit more of Liz and I. And this one, you're going to get to know more about me. I'm going to talk about networking and how networking is one of my worst nightmares.
and it's funny, right? Because networking is not one of my worst nightmares. I love networking.
Quite the opposite, right?
Quite the opposite. But that's
exactly.
Good partners. So yeah, we're going to jump into networking and Andresa is going to go there in a moment.
All right, Liz. So it's not a secret that you love networking. And networking, sometimes it's a nightmare to me, for me or to me. The point here is that...
But why is that, Andresa? And not to ask you questions. This is a mini-sode, but I'm just going to throw a question in there. Why is that for you?
I am a high performance, right? So the worst thing that I can do to myself, and has nothing to do with the people, right? I am an introvert that hates to waste time. And I barely use the word hate, but I do hate to waste time. So many times when I go to those networking events, I get bored very easily. And I think to myself, I just wasted my time here because it's very shallow conversation. That being said, when I meet a couple of people that I'm going to share here, what do I do, right? Because
not to throw you off. I just wanted to ask you that.
The bottom line is networking is part of doing business. It's part of real estate. So if I like it or do not like it, I've got to do it. The point is, how can I do it in a way that works for me, that I honor myself, and I am also accomplishing what I'm there to do, right? Because when I am attending those networking events, I just don't want to be the spectator. I want to get something out of it. I want to make my time worth when I am there. So here's what I do, right? I say no to a lot of events. I do. To myself, right? Nobody is inviting me, but when I'm looking at networking events, I say no to a lot of events because I am very mindful of where do I want to put my time into? Exactly the same thing as in real estate. If you are investing in real estate, you're not putting your money in all different properties that come across you. So why are you putting your time into different networking events without having any criteria? So I'm going to share my criteria with you guys, right?
Of course you are.
All about bullet points, criteria. That's how integrators think.
Love you.
So the first thing that I do is location. It's like a property, right? I do a location. How far is this event from me? Is it an hour? Oh gosh, it needs to be very worth if it is an hour from me, because I need to drive an hour and come back. It must be somebody that I'm like really, really, passionate about. Or I'll give an example, right? Liz and I went to New York, I think 4 years ago. We went to New York to see Mindy Jensen. Yeah, Mindy Jensen speaking at a meetup there. But it hit a lot of different buckets, right? Because when I am with Liz, we were in the train. So we were talking business. We were communicating at all times. So I'm not like driving by myself to a place where I'm like wasting time. So you need to check the boxes. I can go there, but if I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be with Liz and we can talk different business matters that we have pending, I can see somebody that I really like, trust, and respect. Mindy, in that case, we can have a lovely conversation, which is, fun. We're going to be in New York, meeting some people over there that can be potential, collaborators because they're very close to us. So check all the boxes. So it's worth it for me to spend in my time. But I'm not driving an hour to do speed networking, not doing it. Or somebody that, have you seen those speakers? The next one is speakers, right? I look at the speaker. They have the same story 100 times. I mean, I can tell their own story, right? Please switch it, change your story. Tell me a different childhood story. Something
Different. Yeah.
Something, for the love of God, update your slides, your pictures, your stuff. Okay, you're not that person on that picture. So it's funny, but I was like, why would I go see that person again? Because I kind of already saw that presentation, especially coming out of COVID, virtual, right? We've seen a ton of presentations virtually. So right now, in-person events, what are they bringing different that this time that I haven't seen before? Because the worst thing that can happen to me is like, oh my gosh, I already saw this presentation. I know the next slide, what they're going to talk about, right? Change, update your examples, update your, give me something that I didn't see before. And that's not just for me, for everybody else. So I look at the speaker and the theme and the blurb and everything to see, am I interested on that? Right. In the theme itself, I'm at this moment in my life, I'm not interested in notes, for example. I might be in the future. So all the events that talk about that, I'm not attending at this moment. So what are the events that have to do not just with real estate, right? I'm interested in events that have to do with leadership, with mindfulness, with mindset, with entrepreneur, with business strategies. So those are all in the competition. So when I'm talking here, ladies, about networking, I'm not just talking about real estate, right? I'm talking about all the other important networking events and contacts that I would like to build a relationship with those folks. So I'm looking at it holistically. So the theme matters to me. So select 5 themes or things that you are focusing on in your real estate, in your business life, in your personal life, and prioritize that. The last thing that I would say, and for a lot of people, this might be harsh, but you guys know me already, so whatever it is, right? It goes from transactional networking to really like mindful networking, right? I'm telling you, I get very bored. If I get quiet, means that I'm like bored. If I get quiet on a conversation, I'm like bored. I'm not bored because the person is boring. I'm just bored because I'm not, my brain is not stimulating or something. Who knows? It has nothing to do with the people. It's with me. I take responsibility for that. However, let me tell you something. I can connect very easily and fast with people who are real. They are themselves. Okay. Do not, I was about to curse, but if there are kids in the car, all right, I'll skip that word. Do not BS around saying, oh, I'm an expert in systems and processes. And I was like, great, tell me about that. And then you say, oh, I use Excel spreadsheet. Stop it. Like, don't pretend to be somebody else. If you are starting in real estate, own it. Own it where you are. I don't care. Who cares? But when you pretend you are in some stage of your real estate career or journey, and then I ask a deeper question, and then there is nothing there, then it's shallow. I'm out, like mentally out, right? I don't want to do it. But when somebody's very real and they say, listen, this is where I'm at. Those are the things that I'm working on. Those are the struggles. This is where I'm looking for. I'm all about supporting that person. right? If they curse, then we're friends. But the reason why I'm saying this, when you go to those networking events, just be you. Just be you.
Yeah.
Be who you are, and then you're going to connect with the right people. Because if you pretend that you're somebody else and just like put that mask on, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Brené Brown.
Yeah.
Then you can't connect with people. You're not going to get what you're looking for. That's all I have for today for my networking nightmares.
I love it. I love it. And I appreciate you so much. And you're so engaging too, Andresa, when you do talk. I mean, you're engaging with me and you're engaging with people. It's like people, everyone wants to engage. It's just like, what level? What level? And like you're saying, what is my criteria? I can't be all things, all people. And I also say, you have 2 ears, you have 1 mouth, right? Use it in that proportion. People don't remember what you say, they remember how they feel with you. So don't feel like you have to say the right things, to exactly what Andresa was just saying. You have to just be there and connecting and listening and asking questions. They'll remember you more so if you do less talking and more asking.
Absolutely. People are not, we're not going to remember how many houses you had or whatever.
No.
What was your grade
Nope.
in college? Right?
Nope.
Just be you. That's all. If you get something out of this one, it's just be you.
Yeah.
Be your beautiful self. I am glad you stayed with us during this past 10 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let us know what you think. We are always here to support you guys. We have your back. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this podcast and want to receive updates on our next interviews, go to our website, therealestateinvestor.com. There, you can subscribe to our show, become part of our investor community, and get updates on upcoming episodes.
If you like our show, please share it with other women who would benefit. And don't forget to leave us a rating on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. And as always, we encourage you to take one action as a result of today's show and put it into motion so you can live both a financially free and balanced life. Thanks for spending time with us.
Ciao.